What's going on, black man over 50? It's your man coming back at you with next chapter forward. Thought I'd get on here and talk because I'm in the middle of about a 4 to 5 hour drive. I'm back in the United States, driving between Chicago and Carbondale because my nephew, my youngest nephew, is graduating from college this weekend at Tennessee State. And I thought I would just come on here and share some of my thoughts about coming back to the United States and kind of how it feels. It's interesting that when I come to the airport and you get off a plane coming back from Africa or South America or Central America or Mexico or something like that, I almost notice the air as soon as you're coming through customs. And I've got global entry, which is a blessing because, they barely look at you twice, as opposed to what the treatment that some people are getting when coming back to the United States. I was a little concerned with that, but I was thankful to the Creator that I didn't have any issues. But then you come out and I get into the Uber. I didn't get in the Uber that time because I rented a truck coming back here. But just going to the rental car place, not a lot of cars available. Not nearly as busy as it had been in the past. For those that don't know, I was a former college basketball commentator, NBA commentator, television. Worked with all the networks you can think of, NBA, college basketball, WNBA. But this summer, I'm living in Playa del Carmen because I think that's where I want to relocate. And so coming back, I needed to rent a car because I do have my car, but I don't have car insurance right now. But if I rent a car, I've got insurance through my credit card that I use to rent the car. So just coming back and renting an SUV, this Nissan that I got, this Nissan Rogue, is pretty nice. But the way that people drive, kind of the tenor of the people that I encounter, the drivers and whatnot, friendly, but just kind of heaviness over everything, right? I go to my favorite restaurant, Ja Grill, go there for lunch. I see some of my friends and buddies in there, and it's an oasis. That's why one of the places I like to go is because, it seems as though people leave the heaviness of the States at the door. You can come in, it's a little bit more festive. I was in an Uber yesterday, a couple Ubers actually, and the drivers just playing the music that they want to play, not considerate of the person getting in the car. You'd never get that in Mexico or someplace else where you're getting into an Uber or a taxi or something and they're playing the music that they want to play solely and not taking you into consideration. I thought to myself, wow, that's how United States of this person is this, right? So just some things that I noticed quickly coming back and just want to share with you. And one of the points I wanted to get across, guys, black men over 50 who might be looking to have some experiences overseas. This guy hit his lights. A lot of times that means there's a police officer up front. I'm going 77 in a 70. Okay, they're not up there right there. But one of the things I want to share, guys, the mentality that you bring with you to another country is very important, because I often see it in a lot of the countries that I visit. You'll see expats, white expats, and they act a fool sometimes because things aren't to their liking. Well, you're not in the United States. This is not your country. And then, they won't even try to speak the language. So they look arrogant, they look entitled, and it's not a good look, especially when you go to Mexico, because the people are so warm and kind and welcoming that, that you really don't have a situation to act like that. So mentality is really important. I'm really shocked and surprised at the Americans, especially Black Americans, that want to immigrate to Mexico, but don't want to learn the language. Like, don't be that guy, guys. You know, I want the Black men in this group to have a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. Because I think if you have a fixed mindset, you think that you've arrived. And when you think that you've arrived, you can't grow. And I think one of the reasons that coming to some of these places that are welcoming to Black Americans, particularly Black men, is that we tend to move differently. We're not as arrogant, I would say, of a group as some other groups that come from the United States when they travel. And I think that's important, and I think that goes a long way for your experience in another country. How you conduct yourself, how you carry yourself. Do you respect the customs and the culture of the place that you're immigrating to? Not that it's your country, because it's not. You're a guest, you're a visitor, you're a tourist. So come with humility, come with the right mindset, because if you do, I'm telling you, your experience will be beyond what you can even imagine, right? Like just simple phrases. Buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches, muchas gracias, cuánto cuesta? That means how much does it cost? Vamos al restaurante, let's go to the restaurant. Simple phrases in Spanish. I'm learning the language. I'm trying to study an hour a day because I think it's that important. But you open up so many opportunities when you have this type of approach, in my opinion. Try to learn the language and try to be humble and respectful of the country's customs, norms, and cultures that you're coming into. And I guarantee you that you're going to have a great experience, because all the countries that I've ever been to, when I try to learn some of the language, I try to speak some of the pleasantries and the compliments and things of that nature, it goes a long way, man. It really, really does. And why wouldn't you want to? Right? Black men over 50, we're some of the best people on the planet. We have the kindness, we have the wisdom, we have the experiences. And I think that when we move in that way, the people that are indigenous to that land will treat you as such. They'll treat you like the king that you are. But if you come as a gringo and expecting, them to adjust to you, as opposed to you adjusting to where you find yourself, it's a totally different experience. I look forward to getting to know you guys, each and every one of you. I want to grow this community to really help all of us. I don't plan to stay in Mexico. Mexico will be my home base, but I plan to go to different parts of the world to experience different places and different things. And I know that there are Black American men over 50 in a lot of these different locations. So I look forward to growing next chapter forward. Join the Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group, facebook.com/next chapter forward. Check me out on TikTok as well, where it's Bardo Global, and then Next Chapter Forward here on YouTube. I've got a free PDF coming out. That will be out next week. I'll get that information to you. Until next time, guys, holla, y'all.